Hello and welcome to D-Vlog, and I am here today with a man who has been making serious waves in the world of extreme metal, just across the board. James McBain, aka Hellripper, is with me today. Pleased to see you guys.
How's it
I,
going, man? Thank you very much for having me. Much
no,
appreciated.
no problem at all. I'm coming to you from Leeds in the chili shop, Leeds, where I work.
Love it.
Right, I had a listen to your new album, Coronach, and which is out on March 27th. Got to get that in on Century Media. It's two love letters, this record, in my brain. First one, your love letter to all metal. Like all your favorite bits of metal are chucked in here. Obviously, Black Thrash is up front, you know, stage center, but there's so much other stuff going on in here. D-beat, punk, speed metal, black metal, just it's all in there, but it's very cohesive. Would it be? That's what you're going for, obviously, isn't it?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, man. I mean, I appreciate that. Exactly what you said. I want it to. Hellripper is a speed metal band, thrash metal band, so that's what I want to do at its core. But yeah, like you said, I love all different kinds of metal, all different kinds of music, and I try and bring that in there to kind of make give Hellripper like some sort of identity, I guess. And yeah, I'm glad that someone like yourself is noticing that or pointing that
Yeah,
out.
no, I love it. I you came under my radar, and it wasn't actually that long time ago. When did you start this project? It can't have been that long ago.
I started 2015, but we never really toured or anything properly until
Hmm.
like 2019. And then
Hmm.
obviously there was like a 2 year break in there. So yeah,
Yeah,
we've been going a while, but
yeah,
it's only in the live scene. It's been,
yeah. Because you're
yeah,
a one-man band for the most part, aren't
mm,
you?
yeah.
Does that include drums too?
Yeah, so yeah, I do drums on a what do you call it? Like a what do you call it?
V
V
drums.
kit, electric kit, whatever, and then
Yeah.
put in there. And then a lot of editing happens. I'm not the best drummer. I understand drums okay enough and know what I want to have and know what's possible to do and stuff, and so I can do that. But yeah, for the most part, it's a lot of post production and stuff going on in there. I mean, to be fair, with a lot of it, just to make it as good as it can be.
Well, absolutely, and there's no denying your guitar skills. Honestly, just there's rippers on this record, just
Oh,
straight
thank
up
you, man.
rippers. The other love letter that's going on this record is a love letter to your beloved Scotland, celebrating the
Mm.
folklore throughout the ages. Now, this is something that's actually very close to my heart. I've got a good relationship with Scotland, and specifically the dark stories of Scotland.
Mm.
So this is great for me. Yeah, can you give us a flesh that out a bit? Tell me what the vibe is.
Yeah, so starting with the previous album, I decided to kind of explore Scottish themes with the music, with the lyrics. And although it's not really a massive departure from what I was doing before or kind of what the usual stuff, it's kind of good and evil and horror stories and folklore and stuff like that, but just filtered through or seen through a Scottish lens, which I found kind of it kept me inspired and kept me creative because it allowed me to like explore these themes that I just mentioned.
Mm.
Sorry, but yeah, I could conjure up different atmospheres, use different settings, different words because it was all based on Scotland in some way. But yeah,
Mm.
so all the songs are based, like I just said, on Scotland in some way, whether that is folklore and legends, dark stories, true events like historical events, kind of like true crime. I guess it would be like
Mm.
Burke and Hare.
Mm.
Um, horror stories, like I mentioned. There's a song on the album based on Thrawn Janet, a story by Robert Louis Stevenson. Um, and yeah, there's poetry, like inspired by poetry as well. The title track
Mm.
um, is inspired, and actually the poem is recited, a poem by Sir Walter Scott. But yeah, it's just something that it keeps me inspired to do. I think it fits the music, and yeah, it kind of gives Hellripper like its own kind of identity because yeah, there's not much bands I would say in the thrash speed realm kind of doing the writing about this stuff, and so
Mm.
yeah, and like I say, it's fun to do and keeps me inspired, and that's all I can ask really from a for being a musician.
Absolutely, and the Scots are known for being able to tell a good tale. I mean, the best crime fiction in the world comes from Scotland, in my opinion. Like Ian Rankin, and
Mm,
all of that, the like crime stories that come specifically from the Edinburgh area. They always seem to be taking place in Edinburgh, but Edinburgh itself is a spooky old ta city
yeah.
with a city below it. You
Mm.
know.
Yeah, Edinburgh's got a vibe. I love Edinburgh. I go there semi regularly because it's kind of I mean it's where the airport is as well, so I'm traveling there all the time and a couple of band members live there and we go there like to rehearse and sometimes there's shows and stuff and yeah, I love
Mm,
it. It's just such a cool vibe. I was there for just in the Christmas New Year period and yeah, it's just a cool place to go and yeah, it's got a vibe and obviously it's got all the dungeons and it's the
mm,
castle and all the ghost stories and the and whatever else.
mm.
Yeah, it's a cool place.
So you referred to the band right there. You do have a full live band that you play out with. Yeah. So how do you approach them? You say do you say I've written this album, go learn it, or
Basically, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, and usually I'm kind of sending them stuff throughout the process, like for
Mm,
opinions and stuff. I send stuff to them, and show it to my partner and people at the label and friends. I kind of send work in progress stuff, saying, "What do you
mm.
think? Is this cool?" And um, sometimes they get a head start on learning it or whatever, just give me their opinion, whatever. And yeah, but for the and sometimes they get involved as well, like Joseph who plays guitar in the band, the live band, he's done a few guitar solos on each release for
Nice.
the past 5, 6 years or whatever,
Mm,
which is always cool to get him involved because yeah, it's all me. So having a little bit of contribution from someone else with a different mindset, different inspiration, different guitar playing style um, is cool, just to make it a little bit different and to kind of uh, give it a little bit of a surprise or whatever.
absolutely. It's a very black metal way of working. The
Yeah.
sort of the one man band thing. And obviously there's a big black metal influence here. And you were signed previously to Peaceville, which
Mm,
is like, where Dark Throne, etc. comes from. So it
yeah.
couldn't be more black tinged.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, is that a scene that you're still keeping one eye on, the black metal scene?
Yeah. I mean, anything, I mean, speed, thrash, black metal, death metal.
Mm,
To me, I like everything kind of just as much. I mean, thrash and speed metal is my main thing, but of course, yeah, I want the everything kind of creeps in there, and some of my favorite bands are black metal and
mm.
some good friends and stuff. So like you've got Watain and
Oh yeah,
Code and Spectral Wound are good friends of ours, and
yeah.
we Havu Krunu are great. They just put out a good album
Mm,
last year, I think it was, yeah, and we
yeah, it
played with
was.
them a couple weeks ago. Yeah, so it's a scene that I'm still, I keep up to date with, and I mean, I'm involved, and
Mm.
we're playing, yeah. I just try and stay involved in the scene at large just in whatever way I can. It doesn't really matter the style of music to me.
Yeah,
I just like
absolutely.
music.
Yeah, I can see like Hellripper could like play Fortress just as much as they could play Download. I think because of the flexibility of your sound, you could be added to numerous bills. Yeah,
Yeah, I think it kind of just the style that we play kind of, yeah, it just kind of lends itself well. There's a bit of everything, rock and roll. It's like, yeah, it's kind of like a middle ground for everything, I guess.
yeah.
Not deliberately, but that's just how it ends up. And yeah, if
Absolutely.
more people can like it, that's great.
Well, absolutely. And some of the best records and the best artists I've ever spoke to, or some of the best records I've ever liked, have always been if an artist is playing, making the record he would like to listen to, or she
Yeah.
would like to listen to first and foremost. And then you'll find that the crowd will generally be on board with that as well. Is that how you write? Just make the album you want to hear?
Yeah, basically. There are times where, I've got to try and kind of rein it in a bit because it's going a bit too self-indulgent or a bit too weird or stuff's happening for no reason, like just because. But that's why the editing process happens. I write a
Yeah.
million different riffs, a million different songs, a million different versions of songs, different sections, different lyrics, different instruments go in there, different whatever. And yeah, I just kind of narrow it down to what I think is the best and what serves the song the best. And that's,
Absolutely.
I think the one of the most important parts about the songwriting is like making the song good. It doesn't matter if you think
Mm,
that's a cool guitar solo you've played or if you've written the best guitar lick or if you've done a cool vocal. If it doesn't work in the song, it's got to
mm,
come out. You can't
absolutely.
just to make it good, just to make the song better. And usually, I just save things for future use or to be
Absolutely.
reworked or whatever. So, nothing, it doesn't bother me when something doesn't get put put out. It'll
Yeah.
get put out at some point.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a natural filtering that goes on anyway, where
Yeah.
the cream rises to the top and all the other cliches. Um, you went from Peaceville, right? Now that was impressive in itself, ending up on Peaceville. Now you've gone Century Media, which is a lot of people don't realize, an arm of Sony. So
Mm.
major label.
Yeah.
So did you ever envision that the project would go this far?
No, I mean, at first, I didn't envision the project doing anything other than releasing an EP and my
Mm,
friends hearing it and liking it. And so every gradual growth, every milestone or whatever is like a surprise and is something that
mm,
I didn't envision, didn't expect, didn't intend. Um, and yeah, and it's funny because yeah, I sent after I released the first album, I sent the first album to Century Media, as a demo submission type thing, and
mm,
there was there was a rejection or no response or whatever. So it's funny to be with them now, but yeah,
mm,
Peaceful were great. All the labels I've been with have been great and have helped the band, and I've got good relationships with everyone. And Central Media is great so far, and I've got friends at the label, and I know other bands on the label
mm,
that are friends and stuff. So yeah, it's weird, I mean, yeah, it's just everything that happens with the band and with the music. It's weird that people are even listening to the music and liking the music enough to support the band. So yeah, I'm just grateful for what happens, and I try not to dwell on things in case because yeah, it can change at any point. You can fall just as fast as you rise, or even
yeah,
faster, really. So I'm just grateful
absolutely.
for what's happening, and hopefully it keeps going.
Absolutely. One thing I really respected was, obviously with a jump up to a label like Century Media, you'd imagine a change of style maybe a little bit or like be a bit more well, it is polished, but you've kept that authentic underground sound.
Yeah,
You've not compromised one iota on this record, which is I really
yeah,
respect. It sounds like the next record on from your last record. It doesn't sound like
yeah.
anything's influenced it at all.
Yeah, not at all. Yeah, the label, like when we were speaking with them as well, they said make the record you're going to make.
Mm.
If you need opinions or if you need help or if you need anything from us, let us know. But otherwise, we're not going to get involved.
Mm.
And that
That's
was,
refreshing.
perfect. And it's been like that with every label as well. To be fair, and it's when people do say, "Oh, you're on Central Media," or even yeah, you sign with Peaceville, whatever. Oh, you're going to be awful now. You're going to
Mm.
whatever. But yeah, this album is the album that would have been released if it was on Central Media, if it was on Peaceville, if it was on an underground label, if
Mm.
it was independent. Nothing would have changed.
Mm.
The production's the same. I still use the same equipment and same setup as I did 10 years ago when I made the first EP in my bedroom at my parents'. So it's still
Mm.
mostly DIY, mostly, yeah, just the way I like to work, really. And
Mm.
yeah, and it's cool that Central Media have supported the band and shared my vision for the band and are helping us get the name out there, basically.
Absolutely. And with who would want to mess with the authenticity of your sound? If you're going to sign your band, you're not going to want a pop song. You know what I mean? You are
Yeah.
going to want an authentic Hellripper album. And yeah, just long may you reign. I saw your Damnation Festival this year,
Yeah, yeah.
and that was a ripper as well. How did you find that? How was
That was
it?
fun. Yeah, I mean, we played Damnation in 21, I think it was, when it
Mm,
was and we played like in the very small basement room where
mm.
so like people couldn't even get in, like
Oh,
to see
Leeds.
us. Yeah, in the old venue, yeah.
Yeah.
So this was completely different, it was like an
Mm,
arena type stage. And yeah, it was great. I mean, Damnation's great. The guys that organized Damnation and the staff involved in Damnation,
mm.
both times we've been there have been accommodating and nice and just well organized and everything. So no negative words to say about Damnation, really. And obviously the show was fun.
Mm,
The crowd were mental, which was
mm,
perfect. Everyone moshing and stage diving, crowd surfing, whatever.
mm.
Um, and we filmed a music video for the
Oh,
second
wonderful.
single there, Hunter Pressed, which was cool. Yeah, I enjoyed Damnation and yeah, enjoyed kind of roaming around as well. Like when we're not playing, I enjoy kind of just seeing stuff and
Yeah,
browsing the festival, seeing what's going on in bands and meeting
so
friends
much
as
there.
well. That's cool. Like all these festivals where uh like bands from different countries are coming over, friends that I've you get to see a couple times a year maybe because they're from Canada or America or whatever. So yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Now you've been announced for a few summer festivals this year. Um, Refresh my memory. Where can we see you this summer? Oh, it's mostly in Europe, isn't
It's mostly in Europe. I'll need to double check everything. Let's see.
it?
So we're
What
doing
you're
a
allowed to
Europe.
say and what you're not.
Yeah. Well, no, just there's so much going on. I can't remember. So yeah, we've got a bunch. We've got a European tour coming up, which is um. So we've got Glasgow in the UK. It's Glasgow, Nottingham, and London.
Nice.
We're also doing shows in Belgium, Switzerland, the Netherlands, Germany, Denmark, Poland, Austria, Hungary, uh, Czech, and France. And then that's the end of that tour.
Wow.
Um, so that's the album promo tour, like just straight after the album's release.
Mm.
Then yeah, we've got a few things in Greece. We're playing with Midnight in Greece, which will be really cool.
Oh, that'll be a
We're
ripper.
we're doing some festivals in Netherlands, South of Heaven Festival and Pit Fest. We're heading to Lithuania for the first time for Kilkum Zaibu. We've got a few shows in Italy. We've just recently announced a couple of shows in Spain and France with Testament, which will be sick
Amazing.
because I mean Testament are one of my
Yes.
favorites. We've got three shows in Mexico planned
Wow.
in May, I think it is. And then yeah, then the second half of the year we've got another European tour planned that we haven't announced, hasn't been completely finalized. Then we're heading to America, well, the US and then Canada, if all goes to plan.
Mm.
And then yeah, we're kind of booked up until October next year, really, with
Wow.
just try to get to new places and different tours and stuff, and hopefully get to like South America, like more of that.
That's
Asia for the
incredible.
first time, hopefully. Yeah, there's loads. You can check our website for the full dates because
Mm.
there's a million, and I'm gonna forget. But yeah. I mean, it's cool to be able to go to these many places and that there's people in these places that want to see us, and
That's
yeah,
amazing.
it's sick. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. This is kind of the longest break we've really had in between shows for a while. Our last show, like I mentioned, was in Finland with Havu Krunu in, I think it was like January 21st or January
Mm.
22nd, and it'll be a 2 month break. And I don't know if we had more than a month break last year.
Wow.
So I think this is the biggest gap in ages. But obviously, it's busy with the album promo and packing
Yeah.
pre-orders and rehearsing for live stuff, planning live stuff, and getting the logistics and get visas and paperwork and
Oh
stuff.
yeah,
So
all that good
it's
stuff.
yeah, it's busy.
Well, it's incredible to see that a band can, like yours, can get such success and stick to their guns, not compromise one iota, and just reach so many people all over the world. It's very heartening to see that you know a pure, authentic, from the heart metal band can do that. That's fantastic, mate.
Well, thank you.
Congratulations on all that.
I mean, it's down to people like yourself spreading the word and fans of the band coming to shows and supporting the band and
Mm.
spreading the word and stuff like that. So yeah, it's the people really
Do it
uh,
for the people.
to thank for that.
Well, thank you so much for talking to me this evening. Thanks for giving me your time, and best of luck with everything this summer. Not that you'll need it, but well, maybe if
Thank you
you go
so
to
much,
North
man.
America.
Well, thank you very much, man. I appreciate your time and I appreciate the interest and the kind words and the support. And